In this video, I would like to talk about what the five elements represent in the nature and especially in our body. So it's starting to make sense that how the five element works and why it is relative when we do practice qigong or energy healings. I'll explain according to those in the Chinese medical theory. In Hong Kong and China, Taiwan, you can always get a lot of books to give the fundamentals of Chinese medicines. Just pick up any books, and there's always it always has in order to explain, to give some brief about how the Chinese medical Chinese medicine history, how it comes from the I Ching or the I Ching is you speak in English, I Ching, the yin and yang, the five elements, blah blah blah. And in five elements, there you see always a chart. Okay, it's in Chinese, but you always see a chart like this. So it basically means what the five elements represents in the nature, the taste, in feng shui, in a lot of things. In shapes, different shapes, squares and round, circle, triangle, stripes. They have allocated in the five elements. I want to just focus on the body. So when we practice qigong, reiki, any sort of energy healings, we practice tai chi, then it makes sense. Okay. So I write in this order. So the first line is the elements. The wood support the fire, fire support the earth support the metal, metal supports the water, and water comes back to wood. Okay? I'll try to type this up and put it on my Facebook and the website. So wood is east in direction, east. So fire is south. Earth is center. Metal is west, and water is north. In the season, wood is spring, fire is summer, earth is long summer. This is a special concept in Chinese. Well, because of the geographical difference, you may experience the weather differently. So this is in the concept developed in China, so the mainland. So they have typical the season. Metal is autumn and water is winter. Say I'm in Australia now. 6 months ago, I was in Hong Kong. So I actually experienced quite a long winter because in Hong Kong, the northern hemisphere, the winter is always the end of the year, right? So it's November, December, January, and Feb. And in Australia now, the summer south hemisphere, the winter is like June, July, August, and September. So over the last 12 months, I've experienced, say, now it's July. From last July it was summer, then I got summer, autumn, winter, and then come to Australia, then it's autumn and winter. So I actually experienced 2 autumns and 2 winters. So yes, so it actually depends on where you are. And if you live near the equator, it's always summer. And you live near the Antarctica, the very north and the very south is always winter. So that's what it comes from. Okay, but generally speaking, we have spring, summer, autumn, and winter. A long summer is a concept of for the earth element. Okay, now here it comes to the these are the meridians. Okay, wood, liver and gallbladder. Fire is heart and small intestine. Earth is spleen and stomach. Metal is lungs and large intestines. And water is kidney and bladder. Okay, the 5 elements. They comes in pairs, yin and yang. We will talk about that later. So that's why it comes in pairs. So each element with yin and yang. Okay. The taste. Sour wood. The wood taste is sour. Fire is bitter. Earth is sweet. Metal is spicy, and water is salty. And in our emotion, so people like to eat certain taste, or people don't like certain taste, then it helps you to find whether they have over on each element, or the body wants more to fill up the emptiness of such elements. Okay? Wood is anger. Fire is happy. It's okay to be happy and joyful, but too happy and over joyful will be not good. Okay. Earth is thoughts. You have too much thoughts. You're always missing things. You just think about it too much. It's thoughts. Metal is worry. And water is fear. So it's say for example, someone's always fear of doing things, fears of this, fear of this, too many fears. Then probably they have the weak water. Then in energy healing, we probably go to the kidneys and bladder meridians. If someone's always anxious, someone's always not satisfied with things, what others did, the sales person is not doing good, the waitress is not doing good, but actually from outside they see this, the waitress have not done anything wrong, then probably that person has imbalance of wood element. So just the same. And wood on organs of our head, eyes of liver. So we have, if we see the eye, the white, if it turns yellow, it probably means it's the liver has problem. The tongue is the fire. The mouth, okay, mouth, not include the tongue, is earth. Nose is metal. And ears are waters. Okay? And in our body, the tendons are woods, the veins are fire. Okay, let's think back. Muscles belongs to earth, skins and body hair. So if we say hair, so in English, so all hairs including this and this. But in Chinese, we have distinguished skin and body hair, bones and head hair. Okay, right. So it's hair and hair, right? But the body hair and the body hair and the head hairs belongs to a different category. Okay. So now you can see that say liver and gallbladder, eyes and tendons. So the physicals, right? So the tongue and heart, small intestine and veins, muscles, mouth, spleen and stomach are earth. Body hair, skin, nose and lungs, large intestines are metal. Bones, head hairs, ears, kidneys and bladders are water. So one of the in our culture, understanding in our culture, is that if someone's had bad ears, then probably he has bad kidneys, meridians. Okay. Someone's always anger, sore eyes, a lot of tears. Then liver's meridians have problems. And here comes the funny part. I would say funny, but it's interesting. Is that in why we practice Tai Chi is good in health. It's because when we practice Tai Chi, we are extending our tendons, moving muscles, lots of breathings. We start generate heat, and we are experiencing the expansion of skins and hair. And the science research also says training Tai Chi is also increase the bone density. There's the Harvard research of Tai Chi. Search about my Facebook. I have put that cover on my Facebook page, so you can see it, and probably it's good to buy it and have a look. It's good information. So in the Chinese concept of 5 elements and bodies, how our organs behave at different time of year, it affects one another. My camera just ran out of battery, so I'll reconnect it here, and I'll grab this book anyway. So this is the book that I just mentioned, right? It's the Harvard Medical School Guide to Tai Chi. There are a lot of studies in this book. So yes, so this is where the bones. What it says is the increased bone density when we practice Tai Chi. So it's a very good comprehensive book, so I recommend to read. So by doing Tai Chi, we are exercising our bodies, and then it increase all these aspects of the 5 elements, and therefore exercising increasing energy on these meridians. So we are exercising from outside inward. Okay, we are consuming energy from the inside out, and we want to recover them from the outside in. Okay, by practicing. A lot of now new modern exercises always have to muscles and things. Mostly they are heavily concentrated on muscles and circulations. Blood exercise, strengthen the heart and lungs. But in fact, in Tai Chi, I want to look at in a more comprehensive way. Since we all have knowledge about the yin and yang, the Tai Chi concept, Tai Chi, this is always saying in Chinese, the Tai Chi produce the yin and yang. The yin and yang then produce the four aspects, the major yin, the minor yin, the major yang, and minor yang, and it transforms to the Bakwa, the 8 directions and 8 aspects of life. So Tai Chi is where it starts. When Tai Chi comes from Wu Qi. So exercising our body, and then we'll then reflect on our meridians, and also reflects on our senses. So these are the 5 organs on our faces. These represents all the 5 senses. The eyesight, the taste, the nose to smell, and you hear it. So yes, so these are the 5 elements represents. In brief, okay, there are lots of ways to allocate things in the 5 elements. You find that you go to search yourself if you are interested. In this video, I'm personally interested in our physical bodies, okay, and how to work on when we apply when we exercise Tai Chi, or when we apply energy healings.